We're talking to Rick Price, CEO of Human Insight, about the critical issue of talent management. Rick, the people aspects of organisational performance are core to Human Insight's work. Therefore, talent management must be a very important issue for you.
Well, yes, it is, Ian. Nobody would deny the importance of talent management and its relationship to the performance of an organisation. You only have to look at some of the studies that are around, and you'll find that something like 85% of large companies invest in leadership programs, and something like £1 billion is spent a year in the UK alone on management development and leadership development programs. So clearly the performance of an organisation depends hugely on the talent within it, how it's nurtured, how it's developed, how it's deployed, and how it's brought into the succession plans at the leadership level. And of course, conversely, you can get it wrong. You can demotivate people, you can disempower them, and perhaps most importantly, this time in the economic cycle, you can get the analysis of the talent that you need to retain, you can get that wrong, particularly if you're entering a downsizing phase or some new change in direction of the strategy.
You've been talking to a number of organisations about talent management recently. What are the critical issues that came out of that?
Okay. Well, there are three questions I like to explore with people involved with talent management. And for me, the first question is how well the talent management process is integrated with thinking around the strategic context or the business context, and importantly, how unforeseen events come along and can take you off course. So a lot of the programs I've seen are extremely well run, and they're based on very well thought out view of the competencies and the potential needed to move through a company, but they seem a bit static. And what I'd like to see is more integration of personal growth, team development, organisational performance with the strategic context as it develops. The other question I like to explore is the balance that they achieve between what some people describe as identifying and developing high potential on the one hand, and on the other hand, trying to uncover the talent that is in all of us and developing that, and then trying to get that exploited in the most advantageous way for the team and for the organisation. And I think there is a trap here that people can fall in, where they try and fix what they see as missing, and perhaps spending quite a bit of time and investment on trying to change things which are difficult to change or take a long time to change, versus thinking, that there is greatness in everybody. Let's develop people, help people develop what they're already very good at, and then deploy that in the most beneficial way. And then the final thing I like to explore is really the complexity that's out there in business life at the moment, and the randomness of events, and the leadership capability, if you like, to behave in a way that we call comfortably out of control. And I think this is a dimension of talent that is often missing in some of the talent development programs that you see.
Okay, that gives a very good map of the sorts of issues that are there. What does Human Insight actually do, or what has it done in this sort of area of talent management?
Yeah, well, what we've done is develop an approach where we collect data very quickly, and we help companies visualize the results around three things. One is, what is the strategic context and how is that going to develop over time? Secondly, what sort of talent is needed to propel a company onto the next stage of growth? And then to look at the talent that's within the organisation and how to develop it in the strategic context.
Rick, you talk a lot about the strategic context of this work. How do you bring that in? How do you factor in the strategic context?
Okay, well, we use the S-curve to inform individuals, teams and organisations where they sit on the growth curve and what needs to happen to move to the next stage of growth on that curve. And then we explore the sort of talent that is important at each stage. So we're looking at the talent that's needed perhaps to grow a business through building new relationships or through giving technical leadership to an organisation. We'd look for talent that is able to help transform a business through innovation. And we'd look for talent that is around commercial and operational excellence to help build and upscale a business. Those are the kinds of things that we look for, and we relate them back to the growth curve. So what we're really trying to do here is to help individuals understand where their potential is, how to relate it to the performance of the organisation and how to develop it, and also to uncover some of the hidden risks and the areas of poor performance which could affect the organisation and also derail some of the individuals in their careers as they develop, as we know.
Rick, thank you very much for sharing your insights about talent management with us. It's been extremely interesting.